What's up, y'all? This is Marilyn, Melo, and this is Open to the Public.
What is a normal day for Marilyn, morning to night?
A normal day is I wake up 6 a.m., be on set by 7 a.m., have a whole shoot day, get home by 5, then probably hang out with my dog, cook myself dinner. Actually, I'm capping. I'll probably go out to dinner and go out that night with my friends, and then do the same thing over the next day.
What's the perfect day for you?
The perfect date for me is good food, good conversation.
What kind of food?
I like pasta. I like a good bolognese, ratatouille bolognese, something good.
Explain your best sexual experience, your worst, and something you can't live without sexually.
The best is just have a good connection with somebody and y'all understand each other's bodies, or y'all just love each other in general. That's the best sexual experience. But the worst one, I would say, I had a boyfriend when I was mad young, and he was just a rabbit, I think he was just mad young and just didn't know what the fuck he was doing. But what happened was, he was so bad, he just wouldn't take direction. He had too much ego. He gave me head one time and I booed him. I was drunk and I was just boo, you suck. But I thought it was mad funny, and it just completely ruined our relationship. We was together for a year or something like that. It completely ruined our relationship. It was never the same after that.
What's something you can't live without
Sexually? I think every girl would say a big dick. Something you could play with. No.
Alright, have you ever worked a 9 to 5? If you have, where?
I used to work a lot. Actually, I've been working since I was 13. My first job was at my parents' bodega. And then from there, I just Hollister. My last 9 to 5 job was I was an accountant for this dealership. It was a 3-car dealership. It was Mitsubishi, Ford, and some other car name, and I was just the accountant for them. That was my last day job.
How do you feel about 9 to 5?
What do I feel about them? I feel like most people have them. I feel like it's very normal. I mean, in LA, most people have clients, or they don't have a job, or they're living off of someone, or they're professional homeboys. But I think it's very normal and very respectable to have a 9 to 5. It's fine. Would I date a man that has a 9 to 5? Depends. Now, I'm not saying no, because there's people, I wouldn't mind, but he'll have to be like a tech guy or some shit. Something cool. I don't know. It can't be Burger King or some shit. It has to be, on the same wavelength. I don't mind a 9 to 5 though, because there's some CFOs that are multi-millionaires, so don't really mind.
What's your ideal man?
My ideal man is motivated, respectable, emotionally intelligent, self-aware, can take accountability. I like an attentive man. Yeah.
All right. Talk about a hard time in your life and how you overcame it, or who helped you.
The hardest time in my life? Damn, that's deep. The hardest time in my life was my childhood, and I would say because, most people's parents they're brought up a certain way and they think that's the certain way you should be. And I just feel that my 18 years of being brought up were the hardest times, because I feel like I had the inability of taking care of myself. I mean, of course I could have said, fuck you, I'm moving out, but I knew the projectile of my life would benefit me more if I stayed in that environment. But I was just knew that the environment wasn't well for me.
Was it dysfunctional?
Dysfunctional, like just completely dysfunctional. But I understood that. But I understood if I had to stay in order to the rest of my life to be easier. Because if I moved out and I had to take care of that type of bill, I wouldn't be who I am today. If that makes sense. Like I would be in the what do you call that? Rat race. Like the rabbit race where I'm just like living just to live, you know? So I knew that I had to like play it nice in order to stay in that situation. There was a moment where it's either I get signed by, I like told myself like I either get signed by an agency or I don't move to LA. And I went to an agency and they like literally laughed at me. They were like, oh, you'll never work in like they was just kind of like looked at me like I was disgusting. But to me in that moment, I was like, something just told me, I was like, y'all gonna see me. And that's that. And I just moved on and I was like, and that's what happened. They saw me and I'm good.
If you weren't a model, what else would you want to do?
I was actually in school for political science. I think like I would have been in like probably like a paralegal or a lawyer or like doing something within that. So yeah.
What's something random about you that 99% of people don't know?
I feel like people are always impressed by the fact that I'm like a sharpshooter. I wasn't a sharpshooter in the military, and I'm actually a really good shooter. I shoot 33 out of 40. I'm really good at like I have like my favorite weapon is on my finger. I'm like a really good like with the rifle. Yeah, I mean I wouldn't go to like a what do you call that, gun range. I would go to like clay shooting and like stuff like that, like where like, you know, I feel like shooting at a paper isn't fun to me. It has to be something more advanced. So I would say like a good date for me is like clay shooting or like shooting animals. Actually, I'm not keen to shoot animals. I'll just do clay shooting. I like clay shooting. So
in a world where every level meets a new devil, and you being at the level you are right now, what are your goals now? What do you want to do next?
Right now, my goal is to try everything. So right now, I'm like taking acting classes. I'm like taking dance classes. I'm just like expanding my horizons and like figuring myself out and seeing what I'm like talented at besides like being a model. So.
What's your greatest fear? Or what are you scared of?
I'm scared of like, what am I scared of? I'm scared of like sharks and shit like that. But like I mean, I'm not afraid of anything because I feel like I even want to conquer that fear. Like I want to go like cage diving with sharks and shit. Like I don't like having fears and shit. So I'll do. Yeah, I don't have like a fear. I have a paranoia. Like I be thinking about like, what if someone comes in here with a gun? Like, you know, I be thinking about shit like that. But it's not like a fear. It's like I have to be prepared type of shit. I don't actually. I should, but I just feel like I'm better than you with a gun. So it's like if you come at me with a gun, it's like you're probably less trained than me. Like there's 100%. Like I feel like there's like an 80% chance you not even gonna hit the person. Like you know, these little street people, like, they don't know what the fuck they're doing with a gun. So.
Explain your worst ex experience, like your worst ex.
My worst ex? I feel like I have good discernment when it comes to men, but when I was young and having fun, like I wasn't necessarily taking this man serious, but like, you know when you fake take someone serious, you know, he's just having fun for the time, but he's like, I'm a fake, take you serious. This guy was living a whole double life, you know, like he had like a whole other situation that she thought I knew about her, and I was like, I don't give that, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so he had like a whole double life situation where she knew she was a Sunday girl and I was like the rest of the week. And she thought I knew about her. So I was like, bitch, how the fuck? Like, it was just very weird. I was like, girl, I do not know about you. And you get one day, like, good for you, and I just moved on. I didn't do anything crazy, so that's cap. My worst? I don't really, it's not that bad. It's not that bad, but you know. I'm telling you, I have good discernment when it comes to men. I'm usually really good. I mean, I've been through a man's phone without them knowing.
How was that when you went through a man's phone?
So I feel like I always have to go through a man's phone. Like, they will never know. You know, you know how you know? I'm gonna tell you how you get their password. Take them to the movies. You take them to the movies, you know, and he gonna have to get to his phone. You can't, you know, it's dark. He gonna keep clicking that password. You just write it down in your notes, and then you have his password, and then after that, you just keep checking. And I would just go through like, I'm mad crazy. But no, I would just go through like the first month of dating. I would just like go through like, see what's up. Like, you have to really know what this man's about and what he's really, because you don't want to be fooled to think someone or something that they're not. So yeah, I used to go through the message because my way of thinking, I'm like, okay, I see your phone one time, I don't see nothing, you probably deleted it, right? So you check the next day and then the next day. And
What's the worst thing you've seen?
I'm telling you, I have good discernment in men. But one time, that same guy, the Jackrabbit guy, so I was not looking through guys' phones at the time. I was mad young. I was like 22 at the time. So I was actually using his laptop. And then I was like, needed something for class or some shit. And this girl named like Marilyn or some shit, like a message pops up on his like left corner of his laptop, and it's like, oh, we still meeting up today? And I was like, oh, what the fuck is this? So I just click on it, and when I tell you, this man was talking to everybody on planet Earth. Like, every girl that we had around pretty much was like laughing at me. Like, this man was trying to talk to every bitch. Like, it was literally embarrassing because girls were even like curving him. But I know you have a girlfriend, like, oh, this is like mad weird. Why would you talk to me? Like, I was just at the party and I saw your girlfriend. And after that, I think that's what switched it for me, because I was like, oh, I didn't know who the fuck you were. You nasty, and you're not even good at giving head. I had to boo you, like. So it's like, well, what are we doing here? Now everybody know you don't have good head. I'm just a laughing stock staying with your ass, and you're not even good at what you have to do, like. So, some people in LA have all been with the same man. There's some friendship groups that I know that have all been with this one man. And this, oh yeah, this rapper, they all been with this rapper. Oh, they all been, you know what I'm saying? Like, some friendship groups they don't care, you know? I fucking care. You're not touching me. That's just how I feel about myself. But it's like, for them as a male, like, I grew up around men. I feel like that's accomplishment for them, you know? Like, yeah, they got money, they probably took care of them or whatever, gave them what they want for the time, but it's like, now that man is like, yeah, I had sex with that whole friend clique. Like, that's weird to me. Personally, if I know my friend has slept with someone or been with someone, I'll stay away. But yeah, I don't really do that. I don't do that. Yeah, because it's like, I was raised a certain way, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like nowadays it's like, guys think they're the prize, so it's a little different. But I just don't think I'm not dishing out coochie like that. I'm sorry. So if you're in my DMs and you think I'm dishing out coochie like that, just exit stage left. It's not happening. I'm sorry. Boom.
What do men have to do with it?
A lot. You have to put like you have to sell me your soul at this point. Duh. Why y'all looking at me like that?
Circles, because she said exactly what I wanted to hear.
Like,
You gotta give me soul.
yeah, you gotta give me your life.
Alright.
Ask my ex-boyfriend.
Any questions? Starting with the big one?
Big one.
Alright. If everyone in the world was watching this right now,
Oh my
what
God.
would you want to tell them?
I would tell them. I gotta think about this one. That's very important. I would say, I would say something about like emotional health and how it's not important and it's not taught in school, but I feel like it's really good to be self-aware and read Untethered Soul. Do that, because you gonna need that book in your life to be emotionally well. And honestly, like, we all don't get brought up well. We all don't have this like good childhoods and stuff. And that is the stem of many problems to begin with in this world, because a lot of fucked up people fuck up other people. So if you think you got molested by your uncle got molested by somebody else. And that keeps going and going and going for generations, and it's just like, you know, people don't just be born fucked up, they get fucked up. So you gotta like heal yourself, pretty much.
All right,
That's it.
Open to the club.
That's it.